What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about the great Airbnb party ban that's happening in 2020. So as you may have seen, in August of 2020, just a couple months ago, Airbnb announced a global party ban on all of its listings. Now, always on Airbnb's platform since a long time ago, you've been able to specify as a host whether or not you wanted to allow parties. And the fact is that 73% of hosts did not want or allow parties at their listings. So it's a minority of hosts that were allowing parties to happen at their listings, and now there is an outright ban. Airbnb is saying no more party houses, no more parties at all happening at properties. In fact, they've actually capped occupancy at properties at 16, meaning that now you're not allowed to host more than 16 people in a single entire home listing. So what does this all mean for us as hosts? Why is this happening all now? And what is the future going to look like? That's the stuff I want to be talking about in today's video. Now, in terms of how they're implementing this, Airbnb is starting to do a lot of things that we as hosts who did want to avoid parties and avoid having these issues realized a long time ago were very effective. Airbnb is just now starting to implement these things site-wide, like for example, not allowing one-night bookings for locals under 25 who don't have a history of great reviews. Now in the past, we would always look at any local who's booking a one-night stay, especially if it's on a Friday or Saturday, as a big red flag. We're gonna wanna probe that person more and figure out why it is that they're staying at our listing, because good chances are that's gonna be the listing that generates a party. Now what's happening is that Airbnb says if you're under 25 and you're booking locally for a single night, that's a no-go. Unless you have a bunch of positive reviews on your account, it's just not gonna happen. Upcoming in the next couple of days here, we've got Halloween. Airbnb has started canceling all kinds of one-night bookings on the night of Halloween because they know that these one-night Halloween bookings are often going to lead to parties. Now, why would Airbnb give up all of this booking income? Why would Airbnb go to such a great length? And why would Airbnb now be putting a global ban on all parties in Airbnbs and enforcing it to the extent that now Airbnb might go after guests legally if they violate these rules and have a party in their hotels or in their listings? Well, the answer is pretty simple: optics, PR, Airbnb's reputation, right? They're going into an IPO in either November or December of 2020. It looks like they're going to be IPOing, meaning that all publicity that points towards them being dangerous party houses is very, very bad. It's very impactful for the company now. It's very important to them that they maintain a strong reputation in the public image. And so having issues like homicides happening at their listings, great big house parties that obviously are very, 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 very rare circumstances at Airbnb properties, but they are the ones that make the headlines. And so having any of those events occur is going to be very negatively impactful for Airbnb. So now moving forward as a guest, one of the nice things as a host is that you don't really have to worry as much about parties. Now, does this mean that you can take your foot completely off the gas and just rely entirely on Airbnb to make sure you're not getting parties in your listings? No, absolutely not. I still highly recommend having some really great devices like Noise Aware, like other home monitoring systems such as Minute home monitoring device inside your listing to let you know if ever there is excessive noise or a party of any kind going on at your listing. Neighbor relationships are really important when it comes to hosting. You want to make sure that you're treating your neighbors with respect and that you're not having your guests keep them up all hours of the night. It also means that you still have to look out for bad quality guests. You still want to do things like maintain a nice high nightly rate and set your property up properly to attract the right type of guests into your listing, because parties aren't the only kind of issue that we can possibly run into with guests in this line of work. So there's still a bunch of things that you need to be mindful of and you need to do properly, which is again why Airbnb property management is such a valuable service to offer to hosts, because most hosts don't know or have the time to implement these strategies that are going to allow them to operate their listings really smoothly. The reality is that we as professional managers can avoid 99% of the issues just by knowing the right strategies to implement. So again, if you want to learn how to start doing this for other people, how to offer this service and start managing other other people's listings on Airbnb and earn hundreds of dollars every single month in management fees doing that while still providing massive value to your property owners, just click the link down below. It's a link to a free training that'll show you step by step exactly how to build this business from scratch and start managing other people's properties on Airbnb. I highly recommend checking that out for anyone that's interested in getting started managing properties on Airbnb. But what this all really boils down to is that Airbnb is going to start tightening things up as a company. Now that they're getting ready for a public offering, they're going to start really pulling in the reins and operating more like a legitimate publicly traded company. They're not going to be letting things slide as much as they were before. And so hopefully for hosts and for guests alike, that's going to be an overall net positive, because for us hosts, we're going to know more what we can expect from guests and have a more consistent guest experience. And for guests, they can know more what they'll expect from us as hosts, and they will have a more consistent experience with their stay. All in all, it's going to be a lot of great positives in my mind from Airbnb. If you see it differently, if you have different thoughts on the matter, feel free to link your thoughts down below in the comments. Just let me know what you think. If you think this is bad, if you prefer to have parties, or if you have a property that you like to have larger groups of guests at, then just let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion, see how this is impacting other hosts around the world who feel this might be a different scenario than what I've outlined here. So again, share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you got value from this video, if you liked it, just give this video a quick thumbs up. It does help me out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. So if you could take just half a second and give me a quick little like on this video, I would really appreciate that. And then as always, if you're new to the channel here, then please consider subscribing. I post 2 new videos every single week. So if you want to get notified when we post new videos and stay up to date with the channel, then just click that subscribe button down in the bottom right-hand corner, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.